Indianapolis, Indiana. That's welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Bird, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Prince out there with Rollins. And it's Kuzma in its small forward. And for Indiana, the forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Turner in at the 5 spot. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now, here is Halliburton. Drills it from outside.
A remarkable three-point shooter out of the gates in his NBA career. Tyrese Halliburton, let him hear you.
Lopez, a screen on Siakam. Here's Giannis. Right through the D for the layup.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
Now, here's Siakam. Here's Halliburton. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, you love when guards are unafraid to get to the painted area and finish. Go ahead, Tyrese.
Kuzma outside. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Back to Kuzma. It's rebounded by Indiana. Nembhard with it. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
But I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Lopez, no luck. The Pacers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. The shot by Turner, no good.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Here's Giannis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Siakam.
Oh, Giannis getting the defender to bite. That's a patient move, earning himself a trip to the line.
No good on the free throw. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Good on the second free throw. And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
Now, Giannis, following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Rollins. Here's Giannis. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Yeah, boy, the length of Giannis to get to the miss, and then the offensive ability to do damage afterward.
Halliburton for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The game now all-time. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Pacers. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him how he'll try to handle Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight, and Coach remarked, handle? You can't handle Giannis. We'll give him different looks and clog lanes, but really all we can do is pray a shot isn't falling. There's nothing wrong with asking for a little divine intervention on defense tonight, I guess. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Kuzma. The shot's good on the assist by Prince.
Kyle Kuzma doing work in the painted area. That's beautiful.
Pass to Nesmith. Now, Halliburton. And he converts the layup. Halliburton's got 9.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
There can only be one, and they're getting shirts. Let's find those fans.
Porter's checked in for Milwaukee.
Kevin Porter Jr.
Rollins against Halliburton. Giannis outside. The rebound by Turner. Indiana leading. Siakam, right side. That one, no good. The Bucks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Porter kicks to Kuzma. Shoots the 3, and that one's good by Porter.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
On the wing, Turner. Lopez covering. Clock at 6. Takes it out to Siakam. The 3-ball. Kuzma pulls it in.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
To the right side. Lopez finds Porter. Halliburton with the steal. Pass to Siakam. That one doesn't go. Good D by Lopez. Kuzma outside. Rollins against Halliburton. From deep, Giannis. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, Pascal Siakam, much improved as a playmaker. He can score it or create shots for others.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Nesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. The Bucks also changing it up. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Trent subbed in for Rollins. And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
Indiana's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. To the paint, here's Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Well, the vertical of Obi Toppin on display rises up with ease.
McConnell against Porter. Kuzma outside. Shot clock at 6. Green, the screen. Bangs home the trifecta. Kuzma's got 7 points.
Always solid from deep. Kyle Kuzma, you can't leave that guy open beyond the arc.
There's a screen by Toppin. Mathurin passes to Toppin. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Siakam outside. With some arc, Kuzma pulls it in. The Bucks trail. Green kicks to Porter. Pass to Kuzma. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And here's Trent outside. And it's McConnell with the rebound. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Here's Siakam. Count it. And the Pacers lead by 3.
Man, that is tenacity from Pascal Siakam. He was simply undeterred.
There's Porter with the 3. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. McConnell finds Nemhard. And McConnell gets it to go. And it's a 5-point Pacer lead. Milwaukee's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Now, here's Kuzma. Yep, that one goes. Kuzma's got 9 points. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Pacers lead by 3. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Another strength for them today, guys, mid-range shooting. Normally the defense wants to give you that shot. Let's see if they adjust at all.
We've got Walker. T.J. McConnell is out there with Halliburton. Then there's Obi Toppin. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Back to Portis. The Pacers pull it in. Mathurin attacking. Yes, that goes in. Mathurin's got the lead up to 5 now for the Pacers.
And already Mathurin has a pretty dynamic drive, but getting the drop on the defense all season won't be easy.
It's Portis, high post. Smith sets the pick for Trent. That 3 off the mark. Indiana leading by 5. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Here's Walker. Rebound by Smith. Bucks trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Porter passes to Prince. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
It's a real skill to be able to move without the basketball. Taurean Prince just looking for windows to score, and he does.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. a switch here. Livingston's checked in.
Livingston.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Back to Prince. Trent passes to Portis. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Toppin. Out that one. The Indiana lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Portis.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Well, sometimes when you've got size, your release point is so high that you're going to get a good look no matter what.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And Walker throws it down.
When Jarris Walker stuffs it, we feel those pucks over here.
Trent outside. Kicks it out to Prince. Trent outside. Over Halliburton. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. It's been a few years now, Doris, but it feels like point guard is the position in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, we certainly have our share of great point guards. Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they seem to be in the MVP conversation consistently. But the last couple MVPs, you look back, you've got a couple of centers. For a long time, the small forward spot dominated the game. It's really something that's in constant flux.
Pacers leading by 7. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Toppin throws it down.
The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates. Just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
And here's Prince outside. A rebound by Halliburton. Pacers have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
It is Pacers Nation. Time to get out from your Pacers record dance crew.
For Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. To the wing right side. Lopez sets a screen for Kuzma. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And great, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
The first one falls.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Both good from the line that time. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Pass to Nembhard. Going inside. Lopez with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Giannis. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Now here's Turner. Lopez with the block. And he gets it back. Outside for Halliburton. 4 on the shot clock.
Just superb timing. Lopez stretches out beautifully to send that back.
Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Halliburton. The Bucks also with the sub. Prince is checked in. Bucks trail by 7. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Giannis with the dunk and throwing it down hard.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Indiana moving the ball around. Pass to Nesmith. Nailed from three-point land. Nesmith has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Rollins. Prince the screen. Lopez with the ball. Covered by Siakam. Lopez, no luck. Pacers leading by 8. Pass to Nembhard. Now here's Turner. Now here's Nesmith. Guarded by Kuzma. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Siakam. Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen, that he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 11 points in the game. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Siakam outside. And a wide-open look for Mathurin. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mathurin's got the lead up to 11 now for Indiana. Lopez outside. Out to Kuzma. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Indiana's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And the shot goes in from Siakam.
This is a guy with size and range. You cannot let Pascal Siakam get those kinds of looks from deep.
Pass to Nembhard. Siakam against Antetokounmpo. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Kuzma. And he uses the glass on the layup. Kuzma's got 11. Pacers leading by 12. Now Nembhard. 5 points in the game. Lopez with the block. Up top, Kuzma. Nembhard covering. And the shot is good. Prince has got 5 points now this quarter.
high activity, challenging the heart of the defense. Taurean Prince is not afraid to mix it up.
Mathurin for three, and so it's the Indiana Pacers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Doc. I heard you imploring your team, stick to the game plan and know your personnel. What's that mean?
Yeah, we keep messing up coverages. You know, I get messing up on some guys, but that can't happen, but it did. So we just got to move it forward.
We'll see if the communication picks up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the Fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for our contestant.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Nice game. Great performance by Benedict Mathurin.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half. Set up a lot of their mates.
Doing such a great job of orchestrating this offense. I love the way he has been in complete command of the offense.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 10-point game. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Tyrese Halliburton. What's the news, David?
Well, guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Pacers. He told me it's a sprained ankle. Of course, those can be tricky. It's amazing. He's good to come back into the game. In fact, Kevin, he's already back in the game.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
Halliburton passes to Turner. Turner with a screen on Giannis. Giannis against Siakam. 6 to shoot. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Siakam misses.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Pacers leading by 8. On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And, Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a 2-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
Kuzma outside. Lopez sets a screen for Kuzma. The Bucks need to get a shot off here.
Well, it's clear that Brook Lopez loves getting to the free throw line. He uses his length to pick up these kinds of opportunities.
The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group. Only around 75%.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
Well, you have to like the length of Brook Lopez and the fact that he understands he has that advantage on both ends of the floor.
Both free throws good from Lopez.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Pass to Nesmith. Back to Halliburton. Turner with a screen on Rollins. Halliburton for three. Misses the target. That drops him to 40% now. 4 of 10. Kuzma outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Kuzma with the screen for Giannis. Prince outside. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Prince has got 8 points.
It's hard to make your way in today's NBA without being a tremendous three-point shooter. Taurean Prince doing work from beyond the arc.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. Halliburton inside the three-point line. Nice shot from the wing. He's got 11.
Tyrese Halliburton has already proven to be a very capable three-level scorer. What a fun player to watch.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen. You finish your best move. Let's go. We have a dancer. Next. Let's see what you got.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Kuzma outside. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Kuzma. Good, and a nice assist from Prince. Kuzma's got 13.
How about that display of athletic ability? Kuzma can contort his body when converting on those difficult shots.
That one falls.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Here's Giannis. Pass to Prince. Poke loose. Nembhard with it. Picked up by Kuzma. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Bucks trail by 7. Giannis high post. He's got 15. Rollins the pass to Prince. Connects from three-point range. He's got 11.
Taurean Prince making the jump shot look easy right there. Boy, is he confident.
Nesmith up top, guarded by Kuzma. Nesmith can't get it to go. Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Rollins the pass to Antetokounmpo. Out to Kuzma. Giannis outside. It's rebounded by Indiana. Halliburton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Siakam screen on Prince. Halliburton trains the 19-footer. Halliburton's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you love to see guys willing to exploit the mid-range. If that's what the defender concedes, go ahead and take it.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Indiana.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
And the Bucks with some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Trent comes in for Taurean Prince. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Rollins. And so Nesmith nails both of them. And Doris, when you look at Aaron Nesmith, he is someone that has accepted readily more responsibility over time.
There's no question, Kevin, and what I love is he didn't let not playing early in his career affect his outlook. In fact, it almost added an edge and spurred him to incredible improvement. He's an excellent defensive player. He's worked hard to become a three-point shooter. It's somebody defenses must now account for from range. You love the work put in.
Over in the corner, Turner shoots over Portis, hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Well, you just love how Miles Turner goes right up with it, right? No hesitation, catch and shoot.
Portis kicks to Kuzma. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Siakam's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Nesmith finds Nembhard. Halliburton outside. Banked in off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Pacer lead.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Back to Porter. Portis the screen. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got it back down to within single digits for the Bucks. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Now on the court is your Fight Squad. Get loud, let them hear it. The loudest, sexiest new t-shirts, let me hear you.
So an entirely new grouping now for Indiana. Obi Toppin's checked in for Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Nesmith. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Green, he's checked in for Milwaukee. .146 left to play in the third. McConnell kicks to Siakam. Makes it off the glass. Siakam's got 11 points.
Well, you love the size and the length of Siakam, so he's comfortable in the painted area, does nice work there.
Kuzma with it, now guarded by Siakam. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Kuzma.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Mathurin for 3. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
What a motor. Mathurin can go all night, and he has. What a performance.
On offense, here are the Pacers. They're on a 13-5 run. On the wing, Mathurin. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
Porter passes to Trent. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. He's got 5.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Here's Siakam, 11 points in the game. Here's McConnell, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Indiana Pacers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be back with you shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Halliburton is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then it's Walker. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's Toppin in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Portis sets the pick for Trent. 6 on the shot clock. And the 3 off target. Indiana leading by 14. Pass to McConnell. Back to Halliburton. Toppin against Portis. Back to Halliburton. Lets it go with the 3. Nance with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for Milwaukee to the inside. Porter against McConnell. Trent outside. And it's off from three-point range. McConnell with it. Now Green defending. Pass to Toppin. Toppin sets a screen for Halliburton. And Toppin throws it down.
The intellect and skill that Halliburton brings to the game. Such a high-level passer.
Here's Portis. Here's Green. Defended by Mathurin. Here's Portis. And that one hits back iron. Pacers leading by 16. And here's McConnell. On the wing, Walker. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game. Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Outside Mathurin. Halliburton in the corner. It's hauled in by Trent. Bucks trail by 17. Porter passes to Nance. Back to Porter. Inside. There's Portis. Porter finds Portis. Good work there as it goes.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
McConnell passes to Walker. Nance with the rebound. Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Love the show of tenacity on the drive. Porter Jr. just forcing the defender's hand.
At the line for the Bucks, Kevin Porter Jr. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Porter. The Pacers making a switch here. Nemhard's checked in. A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Nance. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Green. And Rollins subbed in for Trent. No good on the second free throw. Pacers leading by 14. Mathurin passes to Walker. Tapping a screen on Kuzma. Outside Mathurin. Over Porter. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 14. Pass to Rollins. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Here's Mathurin. And he can't stop the run as he misses. The Bucks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Nemhard, the pass to Toppin. And some changes here for the Pacers. Turner comes in for Toppin. And it's Pascal Siakam in for Walker. The Bucks also with the sub. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Porter. Turner with a screen on Prince. Nembhard, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Pacers lead by 14.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Rollins, lays it up off the glass.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Halliburton passes to Nembhard. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton right side. No good with the triple.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader. But he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
He's off on the first. ADB, one thing about Kyle Kuzma, at 6'9", he is a big wing.
What I love about him, Kevin, is that he's such a strong shooter. He can bang in the post if you need him to. He always puts up solid rebounding numbers. And I think the final piece we've seen him developing is his ability to distribute the basketball.
And he sinks the second.
What I love about Kyle Kuzma is this guy understands there's more to the game than just scoring. That's a change from his rookie season. Now he wants to contribute defensively, and he gets on the glass, guys.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
At the line, for Indiana, Pascal Siakam, 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
I think the value of Pascal Siakam is the skill set on both ends of the floor. He can play multiple positions either end, and he can lift his team in any number of ways.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Rollins. Pass to Prince. No good that time. Good D by Siakam. And here's Halliburton. Now, here's Siakam. Back to Halliburton. 6 to shoot. Nice move. Prince with the defensive effort.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
There's the steal. Down low. Neesmith finds Nembhard. Halliburton against Rollins. Spiked away. Pass to Prince. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Lopez has it in the corner. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
It catches people off guard to see what a smooth stroke Lopez has for a big fella.
Here's Halliburton. That one goes in. Halliburton's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Rollins the pass to Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It may be the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
Siakam kicks to Halliburton. Giannis against Siakam. Turner with the screen for Siakam. Clock is at 3, and it's slammed in by Turner.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Indiana.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Tyrese Halliburton.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
And an intentional foul right there. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Fourth team foul. 2 shot. Tyrese Halliburton.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 8. What's your take, guys?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
And Milwaukee has possession. Trailing here by 8. Siakam passes to Halliburton. So it's Indiana picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.